Good morning everyone, welcome to another episode of the Crypto Wave. It is me, Joey V, and today is Sunday, so today is going to be a quick episode, just a quick update on Emasar, Market Cipher, Trdr, and we'll also look at the Fib levels. Here we are at the 4-hour charts, Bitstamp on the left, Bitfinex on the right. As you can see, we had a slight drop. We had a slight drop to the Fib level. Like I told you the other day, I would expect a drop to this Fib level, and in the next 4 to 12 hours I would expect a pump where we hit this apex and we break it and we pump into the beach. If we aren't able to break this apex, we should fall to the next Fib level near 33,800k, and if we break it we will hit the beach near the 40k. This is at Bitstamp. We have fallen out of the triangle and we need to break out above this apex. Looking at Market Cipher, we are forming a big wave and a small wave. Usually this is divergence signal. Right now they are not diverging, they are converging, but we could also take this longing signal, and as a matter of fact this is not financial advice, so don't take this signal, or take it, do whatever you will. You're the one controlling your own money, not me. For me this is a good entry for a long, and if we are able to break this I would keep on longing and would only take profits near the beach. If we aren't able to break this and we start coming down, I would cut my losses I would long this with a tight stop loss below this wick, maybe below this one. Maybe it's a little bit too much, but for me below this wick I think it's enough, and expect a break to the apex. That's what I would be expecting. Market Cipher tells us that the money flow is starting to curve to the downside, so money flow has exited the markets. Since yesterday at 5 o'clock PM money has started exiting the market. I think we are kind of hitting an apex of the money exiting, so money should start entering the market on the next 12 hours, I think. Like I told you yesterday, we were expecting a going down, we were expecting a down movement of the momentum waves, and that is what we got. We got a double wave. Now we are expecting an upwards movement of the momentum waves, and that should be more than enough to at least take us until here. Looking at Bitfinex, let's zoom it. 4-hour chart, we are still struggling to get above this triangle resistance, which is now support. It is barely supporting the price. Let's look into it at the 24 minutes. See, we are barely being supported by this trend line and also by the Emasar beach at the 24 minutes. If you are going long on 4 hours, you should look at the 24 minutes, because 24 minutes times 10, it's 240 minutes, which is 4 hours. So you look into this one, this smaller time frame, in tandem with the 4 hours to look to a better entry, looking for an entry. See, we are forming some kind of double bottom, W pattern. If we are able to keep on the bullish momentum, we should be able to expect a push up to the 37k, and if we keep on pushing, if we are able to break that, we should expect a pump at least to 40k, well, near the 40k level. As you can clearly see, we are at the beach. This is support zone. Usually money flow is starting entering the market at the 24 minutes. The momentum wave has hit the oversold territory, so we should expect some kind of turbulence here, some downside movement, some downwards movement, and then we should expect a pump again to the upside. I don't know if it will be a small or a big pump, but we should expect some upside movement in the next coming hours. Looking at Ethereum, let's look at Ethereum. Looking at Ethereum at the 24 minutes, we are still in a bear trend for Ethereum. We are approaching the beach, so this is a resistance level. We are approaching the 78.6 of a Fib level. We are approaching resistance on Ethereum. The resistance is from 2400 up until 2470. That is what the beach tells us. But, and this is a big but, the sky is trying to press the beach. And when the sky starts pressing the beach, usually it moves price to the direction that the sky is pressing. So the sky is pressing the beach, sky is pressing upwards, sky is going upwards, price will go upwards. Maybe if the sky continues pushing the beach, we can expect a breakout, a breakthrough the beach, maybe into the middle of the ocean. That will take us to 2500k. It would be a good place to take some profits. If you are taking this double bottoming pattern and longing this one, this would be a good place to take some profits, but I'm no financial advisor and you do whatever you want, you do you. Looking at the 4 hours, we are approaching a Fib level, 78.6 from the previous run up until 4K. We are also below the 50 EMA. We have a yellow X, so this could be a sign of manipulation to the downside. A yellow X followed by a red diamond. This could have just been it and we could pump again, or this could just be the start of it. Let's see how this develops. But if I were to say, I would say that this was it and that we'll pump up into the beach next. See, we are forming some kind of convergence here. Also not a divergence, but these are two longing signals. They are on the same wave. They look like they are two waves, but they are on the same wave. So I would wait until the momentum waves do something like this, go here and then bam again. And then we would have a clear indication like bam, bam, big wave, small wave, move to the upside. That is what I'm looking into on Ethereum. Looking at Fibs now for Bitcoin, just to get the big picture. Here we are looking at regular candles. Let me change this to Icon-Ashi candles. This is the way. Icon-Ashi candles, we have the big Fib. That is the move that I am expecting in the coming hours or coming days. Here you can see that we also have an apex to hit. If we hit it at midnight, it will be 11.5 hours from now on. And as you can see on the RSI, we are still in the bull territory. We were testing the limits of it. We fell a little bit out of it, and now we got inside bull territory again. We need to get above this red line to confirm the bull territory. This is on the 4 hours. And as you can see, the M pattern that I had drawn here the other day didn't get hit. We only got into half of it, and we were supported by the golden pocket level. So if we are getting supported by these Fibs, this could be the liquidity and the support that we need to hit this apex and maybe break through it. Regarding the ADX and DI, what do we have here? We have the bull DI under the bear DI. We have the ADX almost losing all of its strength. Here we go. So the yellow one, it's the ADX, which represents the trend strength. The green one, it's the bull DI, which represents the bull trend. And the red one, it's the bear DI, which represents the bear trend. For those who don't know how to look at this. So here we have trend weakening, bear trend weakening, losing its strength. Bull trend trying to fight the bear trend, trying to get above it. We got above it 2 times. Let's hope that we can cross above it in the next 12 hours. And get above it the 3rd time, and this time take the ADX, and the full strength of the trend will be to the upside. Looking quickly at Ethereum. For Ethereum, we are still in the bear trend, we are still in the bear zone, we are below this red line, and the ADX is still favoring the bear trend. If Bitcoin flips, we should also expect a flip on Ethereum. Let's see how this develops. Now jumping into the order book. Here we are looking at Ethereum 5 minutes on Binance. This was yesterday's drop. We formed the bottom near the 2200, then we pumped all the way to 2400 and a half, almost 2450. We found some resistance, we got some topping signals, then we fell through it, a little bottoming signals, and today, on this morning, we fell to support, and we started forming some kind of a bottoming here. You see we have lots of liquidity in this zone. The spot markets were buying aggressively on the 5-minute chart, also backed up by the perpetuals longing. This is good when we have perpetuals and spot in confluence, both longing and buying. As you can see, this pumped up the price a little bit, not too much. We are just getting the EMAs to cross, hopefully, and this could signal some more upwards movement. Perpetuals are starting to go short, they are starting to sell their positions. It's also the weekend, it's also Sunday. So I'm not expecting a lot of upwards movement, but maybe just a little bit more. Looking at support and resistance, we have the most amount of support between the 2000 level and the 2200. From where the price is until the 2000s, we have 46,000 Ethereum supporting us. We have 45,000 Ethereums from where the price is until the 2800. So I'm guessing we should start moving up. This is a ton of support that we have. It is even bigger between the 2200 and the 1000. Between the $1,000 price and where we are, we have 160,000 Ethereums roughly on Binance. So this is a ton of support, and we also have big support in the 2000s. As you can see, we need to rip through 66,000 Ethereums on Binance to get to 3,000. So we should expect some kind of upwards movement. That's what I'm expecting, for this support to keep on supporting us and move the price up. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin should be doing the same, should be forming some kind of bottom here. You can see we formed a bottom here. These are not the strongest signals. They are strong signals, but only in this band from the 1 to the 2.5%. If we had gotten some more 2-band signals here and we had a 3-band confluence, this would be a great bottoming signal. So this looks like, from me, like a local bottom. We are pumping, and if we are able to maintain this, you see the EMAs have crossed. If we are able to maintain this pumping, the pumping should continue upwards, but we have a lot of resistance at 36.5k. We have 380 bitcoins there, and then at 37, 37, 5 and 38. So we are going by 500 levels. 500, 500, 500. So we need bursts of buying, bursts. But as you can also see, spot and perpetuals were buying, and now they are flipped. They flipped. So spot is now selling a little bit and perpetuals are shorting. Let's see how this develops. It is the Sunday, and don't trust on price movements on the weekend unless they are big rips or big dips. If they are big rips or big dips, don't expect to be at the same level on Monday that you were on Friday. If they are way big dips or big rips, those take time to get back to the same levels. With that being said, the most amount of resistance is from the 37Ks to the 40Ks, and the most amount of support, you can see this, some huge amount of support up until the 20,000, down until the 20,000, being that the most amount of support it's from where we are until the 30,000. What could this signal for the coming week? This might signal some kind of upwards movement, for the next week, but I don't know. It's the weekend. Weekend always has price fuckery, and we don't know. Mondays usually are for dumping. Sundays, Sunday ending and Monday starting, usually are for dumping. So let's see how the Asian market treats us today, what they have in store for Bitcoin, if we have some more FUD by the US. Let's keep on surfing this wave. Let's see how it develops. This is it from me, guys. It was just a quick update on the market. It is Sunday. Go have a blast. See you on the next episode of the Crypto Wave.